Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Bold and the Beautiful dropped a bombshell on Thursday's episode of the soap and revealed that Luna Nozawa is indeed alive. Viewers suspected Lee Finnegan had faked her granddaughter's death, and they were right. But what kind of future does she really have? Will authorities put her in jail when they learn she's alive? Here's what's coming up next on Bold, spoilers down below. B&B spoilers have confirmed that Dr. Lee Finnegan, Naomi Matsuda, took her granddaughter home from the hospital and set up a makeshift bed and life support for her at home. This isn't Lee Finnegan's first secret gunshot victim she stole from the hospital, so Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, is in good hands. But is she going to jail when she wakes up? The writers just set the stage for an amazing comeback that no one will see coming. Since Luna Nozawa died, the cops never really gathered any evidence or statements from Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Masinswood, Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, and Sheila Carter, Kimberlyn Brown. Obviously, Luna was never charged with anything after the shooting because the police believed she was gone. Once it is revealed that Luna Nozawa is alive, everyone assumes she will go back to prison. But that doesn't have to be the case. Steffy Forrester is leaving town, so she won't be hounding DT Baker to make an arrest. Word on the internet is that Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, may still have cancer, so he will have other things on his mind than making sure Luna pays for shooting him. Luna's third victim, Sheila Carter, would never rat on her own granddaughter. Technically, Sheila managed to stop her granddaughter before anyone died, so she didn't murder anyone this time around. Could she actually wake up and live her life and never pay for her crimes? It's starting to look like Luna Nozawa has more lives than Sheila Carter, and she's going to be a permanent fixture on the CBS soap. Do you think that Luna Nozawa will get away with her recent crime spree when she wakes up, or will she head back to prison? Luna Nozawa's journey on The Bold and the Beautiful has been nothing short of a whirlwind, marred by betrayal, manipulation, heartbreak, and most recently, legal jeopardy. Fans watched in shock as the once bright intern found herself the subject of a criminal investigation, thanks to the accidental drugging incident that spiraled out of control. But in an unexpected twist, Luna won't be returning to prison, and here's exactly why. A mother's confession changes everything. The tables began to turn the moment Poppy Nozawa finally cracked under the pressure. For weeks, Luna begged her mother to come clean about the bottle of mints that started it all. Those relaxation mints that turned out to be infused with a powerful hallucinogen. Poppy's initial silence had devastating consequences. Luna was arrested for assault, drug possession, and reckless endangerment after mistakenly sleeping with Liam while thinking he was RJ. But in a gripping courtroom scene, Poppy finally stepped forward and admitted that the drug was hers. Tearfully, she explained that she had a prescription from an alternative medicine specialist and that she kept the mints in a nondescript container to avoid judgment from more traditional medical professionals like Lee and Finn. This admission was enough to shift the narrative in Luna's favor. Prosecutors had no choice but to re-evaluate the charges. Poppy's confession painted Luna as a victim of circumstances beyond her control, a young woman who had been unknowingly drugged and manipulated. R.J. Forrester's unwavering loyalty. If there's one person who refused to believe Luna was guilty of malicious intent, it was R.J. Forrester. Through every court appearance and media scandal, R.J. stood by her side, holding her hand and showing the world that he trusted her. But R.J. didn't stop there. In a bold move, he took the stand during the preliminary hearing and gave a heartfelt testimony that captivated everyone in the courtroom. R.J. described Luna's moral compass, her dedication to Forrester Creations, and the trauma she'd experienced after the drugging. He was raw, emotional, and powerful. He declared, "The Luna I know doesn't belong in a jail cell. She belongs in a design room changing the world." The judge seemed visibly moved by R.J.'s speech. It humanized Luna in a way the defense team hadn't been able to fully achieve. It also signaled to the prosecution that Luna had a community of support behind her, a family of sorts. Sheila Carter's shadowy interference revealed. Just when it looked like Luna might be found guilty regardless of the new evidence, a stunning bombshell rocked the courtroom. Sheila Carter's name surfaced in the investigation. Private investigator Justin Barber, hired by Bill Spencer, uncovered that a third party may have tampered with evidence and leaked details about Luna's case to the media. That party, Sheila. It turned out Sheila had caught wind of Luna's vulnerable position and wanted to exploit it to create more chaos for Steffi and Finn. In a chilling video recovered from a security camera, Sheila was seen sneaking into Poppy's apartment the night before Luna's arrest. The footage didn't show her tampering with the mints directly, but it was enough to raise reasonable doubt. Sheila's involvement forced the prosecution to reassess whether the case had been manipulated from the shadows, and if Luna had been an even greater victim than anyone realized. Leigh Finnegan's testimony helps Luna, unexpectedly. Leigh, Luna's aunt, initially appeared cold and detached from the situation. She had always been wary of Poppy and by extension Luna. But in a shocking moment of clarity, Leigh offered her medical expertise to the court and made a decisive impact. During cross-examination, Leigh was asked to evaluate Luna's toxicology report. Though she remained emotionally guarded, Leigh stated under oath that Luna showed signs of being drugged involuntarily. She clarified that the concentration of hallucinogen in Luna's bloodstream was consistent with a high dosage, more than someone would reasonably take on purpose. This unexpected testimony not only lent medical credibility to Luna's claims, but also marked a possible turning point in Leigh's relationship with her niece. While Leigh didn't offer an apology, her clinical objectivity may have been her way of extending an olive branch. Grace Buckingham's secret deal backfires. Dr. Grace Buckingham had been working behind the scenes to ensure Luna faced consequences, motivated by her own vendetta against Poppy and her belief that Luna was a toxic influence on Zend. But Grace made a critical error. She attempted to bribe a lab technician to alter the toxicology report, hoping to skew the results in favor of Luna being seen as a willing participant in the drugging. What she didn't count on was that same lab technician being under investigation for a separate ethics violation. When the bribery scheme came to light, it immediately cast suspicion on the entire narrative being pushed by Luna's detractors. The judge was furious, issuing a harsh reprimand to Grace and ordering an independent review of all evidence. Suddenly, the walls around Luna's prosecution began to crumble. Public opinion shifts in Luna's favor. Once seen as the naive intern who got caught up in scandal, Luna's image began to shift dramatically. Thanks to a series of social media campaigns led by Hope Logan and Katie Logan, both of whom vouched for Luna's character, public sentiment began to turn. Fashion bloggers, influencers, and even a few celebrity stylists came forward to defend Luna. The narrative changed from reckless heiress to wrongfully accused fashion prodigy. One viral post, titled #JusticeForLuna, reached over 2 million impressions within 48 hours. Public pressure played its part, especially in a town like Los Angeles, where reputation and optics are everything. The district attorney's office, already facing backlash for its handling of other high-profile cases, began to consider alternative resolutions. A surprising ally, Thomas Forrester. Thomas, who had once eyed Luna as a threat to hope for the future, surprised everyone when he showed up at the final court hearing and advocated for her release. "I know what it's like to be on the wrong side of public opinion," Thomas said to the courtroom. "I also know what it's like to be given a second chance. Luna deserves hers." His words carried weight, especially coming from someone who had battled his own demons and rebuilt his life. This gesture also seemed to signal a newfound respect between Thomas and Luna, one that could blossom into an unexpected alliance at Forrester Creations. The final verdict: no prison time. Ultimately, the judge issued a stunning ruling. Luna would not serve any prison time. Instead, she was sentenced to 100 hours of community service, mandatory counseling, and a formal apology to those affected by her actions. The charges were reduced to a misdemeanor under the condition that she remain under court supervision for 6 months. Cheers erupted in the courtroom. RG hugged Luna, tears in his eyes. Poppy sobbed in relief. Even Lai gave a subtle nod of approval. Luna had been vindicated. What's next for Luna? A redemption arc begins. Now that the legal storm has passed, Luna's journey is just beginning. She's been offered her job back at Forrester Creations. This time as a junior designer working alongside Thomas and Hope. Her first collection, a line inspired by resilience, truth, and feminine power. Aji and Luna are stronger than ever, though their relationship will face scrutiny now that Liam is reluctantly part of Luna's story. While Luna and Liam maintain that their night together meant nothing, Steffi remains suspicious, and a powder keg of drama is about to explode. Meanwhile, Grace isn't done yet. With her reputation in tatters and Zend still distant, she's turning her focus to a new scheme. And Luna may once again be in her crosshairs. Luna's inner transformation. Perhaps the most powerful reason Luna isn't going back to prison. She's no longer the same girl who entered that courtroom weeks ago. The experience has hardened her, matured her, and made her reevaluate everything. She's less naive, less willing to trust blindly, and far more aware of the political and emotional games being played around her. Luna's next moves won't be guided by innocence, but by intention. She's no longer just a Forrester intern or Poppy's daughter. She's a woman with her own story to tell, and the bold and the beautiful is just getting started with hers. Closing thoughts. The decision to keep Luna Nozawa out of prison is more than just a legal resolution, it's a turning point for the show itself. By embracing nuanced storytelling, unpredictable alliances, and deeply emotional moments, The Bold and the Beautiful is giving fans a redemption arc they can root for. Luna's story is far from over. But for now, she walks free, and walks stronger than ever. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUUTFULUPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.